You look through a store like this, right? You look at the sheer volume of what's being made today. And you think back on your career, right? Having been part of making a lot of stuff like this, and now realizing the problem with post-consumer textile waste, feeling a sense of urgency to help out. Polyester came into the textile world as kind of a miracle fiber in the 50s and 60s, and a lot of that has to do with the properties. Lightweight, it is soft, durable, you can use it for a lot of different applications, and it's actually relatively cheap. At this point in time, you are looking at around 75 to 80 million tons of polyester being made every year. The problem is it's easy to make, but hard to get rid of. I've used polyester in every brand that I've ever run. And now I find myself here on the other side, so to speak, trying to clean up a little bit of the mess that I've been part of. We're using what we buy for a shorter period of time, and we buy more. What we're throwing away is rapidly increasing. Reju is a textile-to-textile regeneration company. We take post-consumer textile waste, garments that have been used, discarded, and we extract the polyester through a chemical process.
Well, I wish, first of all, I could show you everything, right? But there's a lot of stuff in here, of course, that is our secret sauce. In this facility here at Regeneration Hub Zero in Frankfurt, we can take the polyester specifically, break it down, and make it new again. Our focus is to actually extract the polyester. Why? Because the polyester is the biggest problem. About 60% of all textiles that are made in the world today are made out of polyester. We need radical new solutions for a very large problem.
So here's the problem that we're dealing with. Mixed post-consumer textile waste that's being thrown away at the end of life. It could end up in a landfill. It could end up being incinerated. But we believe there's a better idea. We take old end-of-life garments, sort it for fiber, and then we make sure that we take out all disruptors, zippers, buttons, and then ultimately shred or cut into little pieces. In our process, in the chemical recycling process, we then extract the polyester, which is a polymer at that point in time. And from that polyester, we then are able to chemically break it down into its monomer, something called BHET. We then take this powder and we make it back into polyester pellets. This polyester can then be extruded into a fiber and a yarn, and that can then be made back into a fabric. That fabric, of course, can then start its life over again into textiles.
Reju is only 2 years old. Over the next 5 to 10 years, I'm hopeful that we will continue to scale our technology. The reason I came here was very simple. I wanted to make a difference. And I am very excited now about giving the industry an opportunity to continue to use polyester, but doing it in a more responsible way. The dream is to actually prove the model of circularity and then make circularity become the new norm